Go on, then.
I can't. I feel silly.
There's no one around. Go on.
You're sure? Sure this is going to make people pay more for their drinks?
Reg, trust me.
Well, it don't seem natural to me, throwing up a drink before you've even swallowed it.
Gary, Reg, you will not believe who I've just booked for the club on Thursday night.
You persuaded Gypsy Rose Lee to include us in the British leg of her European tour?
Silly. I've got something even better than Gypsy Rose Lee.
Yes, I know you have, but not in front of Reg.
I've just persuaded Noel to come and do one of his turns.
His turns?
His cabaret stuff. He'll be here on Thursday. He knows we get a sophisticated clientele in here, so he's promised to tailor his act accordingly.
Probably won't be sawing a showgirl in half, then.
Oh.
Look, Gary. I won't disturb you, will I, if I just sit here and read my book?
No, of course not.
Good. Because there's nothing like a good book, is there? Opening those covers full of promise. Then turning to the first page, ready to go on a journey wherever the writer takes you, completely at his or her command, subject to their...
Can you just read a little more quietly? Drowning out John Molson.
Well, I'm sorry, Gary, but I think this is a little bit more important than the fate of Arsenal Football Club.
More important than the Arsenal. I didn't realise there was a meteor on collision course with the Earth.
If you must know...
Yeah, can you tell me later, though?
If you must know... I've been selected as a judge for a very prestigious book prize, the Hanbury Truman Award for Non-Fiction.
You? Why?
Why not? They clearly needed a woman of taste, culture and refinement.
And she was busy, so they picked you.
The judging panel is made up of all sorts. Academics, celebrities, business people and Jeremy Paxman.
Oh, and the last book you read all the way through was Slapper by Edwina Curry.
I don't normally get the time to do all the reading I'd like, which is actually an advantage because I come to this competition untainted
by ever having picked up a book.
The problem is which one to start with. I mean, the wealth of subjects is amazing. Tarzan 2000, How to be a Swinger in the Dating Jungle.
And the author who bought you Foreplay for Dummies.
Bravo 20, the Magic Eye version.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Palin, From Earth to the Moon.
Yeah, well, I think this is Gary Sparrow, From Penthouse to Pub.
Oh, don't worry, I won't disturb you. I'll take one of these onto the balcony and start reading. No Coward, he was interesting, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, as long as you kept him off the subject of Mediterranean men.
What?
Nothing. Oh, I got it.
Who's that?
Probably Ron. Said he might come round and watch the game.
I'll leave you two to bathe in your own testosterone. Don't disturb me. I am judging.
How's it going?
Terrible. I thought I was over Flick. I mean, it's been 3 months. But the thought of her keeps eating away at me. What if she was my soulmate? What if each person in his entire life only has one soulmate?
Yeah, well, that's obviously nonsense, isn't it? I mean, I've got 2.
It's hardly reassuring, Gary, implying as it does that my other perfect partner is likely to be Helen of Troy, St. Joan, or Xena, warrior princess. Actually, I'd settle for Xena.
It was just a question of getting back on the horse, mate. And I think I have just found your riding manual.
Tarzan 2000, How to be a Swinger in the Dating Jungle. Oh, thanks, Gary. This is really going to change my life without it. Can I have this?
Yeah, might as well. It's the best one in the box. I mean, you need to book about Noel Coward. I live next door to him. Good Lord. I never knew he'd done that. Little devil. Where did I see him again?
Meeting your mate. How to avoid jungle breath. Don't be a cheater. It's like this guy's been following me around. You know, this book could really help me.
Well, that's why it's been nominated for an award, I expect. I mean, they don't just pick these things up, but... Oh, bugger.
What's up?
This book has pictures.
Well, you normally only read books like that.
Pictures of Noel from his life.
In a biography, fancy.
Page 113.
Oh, bugger. Noel relaxes with close personal friend Gary Sparrow, March 1945.
This is awful.
It certainly is. It makes you look like an anorexic twiglet.
Not the picture. The fact that it's dated. The fact that I'm being cuddled by Noel Coward. The fact that it was taken 17 years before I was born.
That will be hard to explain when Yvonne sees it.
Hard to explain. Lipstick on your collar is hard to explain. Calling out another woman's name in bed is hard to explain. Appearing in a photograph taken 2 decades before you were born is the Twilight Zone. She's going to contact the publisher. She's going to authenticate the picture. Then she's going to find out about the time travel, about Phoebe, about my son.
Oh, you could lose the book.
What?
Get rid of it. That way she'll never see the picture.
Yes! Genius! Of course, there's so many other books for her to get through. She'll never notice if one's missing.
The illustrated history of pockets is really boring. Have you seen that Noel Coward book?
Reading a bit fast, are you?
How do you mean?
Well, you know, you're supposed to be judging that poor bloke's book. You should be considering every word, every phrase, every comma. Is the typeface sympathetic to the content? Are the page numbers centred properly? You should be reading each page at least 6 times, minimum.
Don't be a pillock, Gary.
What should we talk about, eh? We never talk anymore, do we? You remember when we first met? God, we talked and talked and talked. Do you remember that?
I remember you begging me for sex.
Well, yeah. You see, we never do that anymore, do we?
OK, tonight I'll let you beg me for sex, all right? Right now, I'm reading.
OK. It's nearly dinner time, isn't it? I'll help you in the kitchen if you like.
That's all right, I've ordered pizza. If it doesn't turn up in the next 2 minutes, it's free.
Oh. Ah, but have you put plates in the oven?
No. Oh, Gary, would you?
Oh, well, I would, Yvonne. I really would, only, I don't want to.
What?
Well, we've got so many plates. You know, I'll only get the wrong ones, won't I? You do it, I'll hold your plate.
If you were any more useless, you'd have your own page on the innovations catalogue. Don't lose my place. Why'd you do that?
What?
I throw my book over the balcony.
I didn't.
I just saw you throw my book over the balcony.
No, I don't think so.
Then where is it?
What?
My book.
What book?
The book that I didn't see you just underarm bowl from the 6th floor of this building. Where is it?
Pizza!
Forget it. You find my book. This is Mr. Bannister. He lives downstairs.
Oh, pleased to meet you. Sorry about the mess. I've been looking for something. We've lost it, you see. I have turned this place upside down. I've looked everywhere, honestly. Everywhere.
Except on Mr. Bannister's head.
Sorry?
I was walking my dog, Freckles, downstairs, minding my own business, when suddenly something hit me. On my head. Look!
Oh, you poor man.
I've never had a crossword with anyone in this building. I like to think I'm rather popular. Why would anyone throw literature at me?
I'm at a loss to explain. How do you know it's our book, anyway?
I've stuck a frontispiece on every book, Gary. This book belongs to Baroness Sparrow of Lumbut. I'll have to get them reprinted now. This book belongs to Baroness Sparrow and should not be hurled from high buildings.
What? You think I had something to do with this poor man's accident?
Oh, I'm going to have to put you on tablets.
You'll be hearing from my lawyers. And there is your book.
Thank you.
Yes, shall I just...
And I assure you, I will not let my husband get his hands on it again.
The book's possessed. I've tried pulling it out with the rubbish. I've used it as a briquette on the barbecue. I even tied a pork chop to it and left it out for Freckles.
No, look.
Bloody dog's a vegetarian. No, that book's indestructible. It keeps turning up like something out of a Stephen King story. You know, it's only another 30 pages, and she's going to see that picture.
Well, can't you just tear out the picture?
No, then she'll know I had something to hide. If only she had been made a judge for that stupid award.
Hey, then I'd never have got my hands on my new lifestyle Bible. I've read it cover to cover.
And?
It's a revelation. Did you know you can now meet girls without leaving the comfort of your own home?
Yes, they're called escorts.
No, computer chat rooms. Chapter 11, followed by my favourite chapter, Chapter 12, Prowling the Urban Jungle.
You're going on the pull in the Bronx?
No, Safeways.
Safeways is the urban jungle.
According to this book, supermarkets are the #1 place to meet unattached women under 40. They're better than singles bars. Plus, you can pick up a loaf.
Sounds very romantic. Where did you meet? Oh, the cheese counter. Our eyes met across an aged gorgonzola, and within a few minutes we'd exchanged loyalty card numbers.
Well, maybe I won't try that. But it says here, linger among the meals for one if you wish to meet a nice single girl.
Or 2 supermodels.
Let's settle for that. You know, it's amazing. I've never been much of a reader, but it seems that all the answers to all my problems lies in a book.
Yeah, the answer to all my problem lies in getting rid of a book.
Or
What?
you might not have to get rid of the book if you can get rid of the picture. In the past, you've not reached March 1945 yet, right?
Right.
Well, that means the picture hasn't been taken. All you have to do is make sure that no one takes a photograph of you and Noel during March 1945. That way it can never appear in the book, Yvonne can never see it, and we'll probably never have this conversation. Which would suit me, because then I could eat my sandwich in peace.
Thanks so much for agreeing to play at the club, Noel.
My pleasure, Phoebe. I can never resist a damsel in distress. Any other time, yes, but in distress...
So, what are you going to do for your turn?
My turn? Well, I thought I'd begin with my fire eating, then catch a bullet between my teeth, follow that by levitating a Bengal tiger, and finish by leaping astride my Triumph motorcycle and riding Wall of Death style around the club.
I'll take all the mirrors down then, shall I?
Baby, I'm home. Oh, I tell you, No. Hello.
Greetings, Gary. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Gary, look.
I'm the same if anyone tries to take a picture of me before I've combed my Barnet Fair.
Phoebe, where did you get the camera?
Noel gave it to me so I could take some publicity pics of the club.
Oh, well, that's just incredibly kind. No, thank you.
So come on then, say cheese ration.
No. No, I don't think you should take a photo of me. You know, what if somebody takes a photo of me and it falls into the wrong hands?
You don't have to worry about that.
No, they're worth nothing unless they're autographed.
No, I mean, my effectiveness as a secret agent could be severely compromised if people just take pictures of me willy-nilly.
He's right. I hate anyone taking pictures of my willy-nilly.
You're so rude, Noel. Gary, get Noel a cup of tea.
Yes, of course. Tea, no.
Yes, please, Gary.
Milk?
A whisper.
Sugar?
No, thank you. Thank you, Gary. I always say your hospitality is the most unusual in London.
Right, well, drink up then. Sure you must be very busy with all your writing.
Well, actually, yes, fun enough, I am very busy at the moment. The most wonderful idea for a new play has occurred to me. An uplifting propaganda piece about a pair of young newlyweds moving into their first flat in Mayfair. I'm calling it Gary and Phoebe. Well, I must be off.
Yeah, no, can I just... well, you know, I'm no drama critic.
Just one of the reasons I love you.
Yeah, well, can I just say something about that idea for a play? Sounds really boring.
Boring? Gary, it's based on us.
Yeah, well, not boring exactly. It's... Why don't you write another one of your lovely films?
I'd love to, but one must await the muse.
Well, try something you've never tried before. An action thriller.
A what?
Sorry, a melodrama. About a man trapped in a building filled with international terrorists.
I really don't think...
All right, then. International terrorists with really bad manners.
What a provocative subject. Yes, I shall go home and start working on it immediately. Thank you. And you're right. That other idea does sound unspeakably boring. Goodbye, Buttercup.
Oh, that's nice, Gary. How boring am I? Just wet Sunday afternoon sort of boring, or am I like a human version of a powdered egg omelette?
No, I didn't mean you were boring, Phoebe. I just didn't want Noel writing about us.
Why not? It would have been really something to see our life upon the stage. People would have seen that play performed for years to come.
Yeah, but Phoebe, we
Shut
don't...
up. You're boring me. We're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble. They're only made of clay, but our love is here to stay. Was that okay?
Transcendent, wasn't she, Gary?
Oh, yes. I love a Gershwin tune. How about you?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks so much for doing this, Noel. The club's never been so full, and it's all down to you.
I think you're underestimating the power of your spam fritters.
But we are grateful. You could have said no.
What, and give up the chance to show off? I'd rather go antiquing in Basingstoke. And besides, it gives me the opportunity to catch up with a few old friends. For instance, have you met Cecil? Cecil! Hello!
Cecil?
Cecil Beaton. The photographer.
And then Cecil Beaton takes a picture of us without so much as a by your leave. Cecil flipping Beaton. Who do you think he is? David Bailey? Ron, what are you doing in there?
Getting ready to go out!
You mean you've actually got a date?
Not exactly. Guess what I've joined?
The Power Rangers?
Gary,
The X-Men?
a gym. I've joined a gym. Holmes Place. I think they call it Holmes Place because after you've been there for an hour, you smell like the hand of the Baskervilles.
But you hate exercise.
Who said anything about exercise? According to my book, the gym is the singles bar of the 90s, only without the cover charge and the Vinnie Jones lookalike on the door.
So that's the secret of picking up women, is it? Dressed like the world's first gay superhero.
Don't knock it till you tried it. The gym is all about the human body. Bending, stretching, straining. It's very sensual. Nothing is left to the imagination.
Except the bit where you meet a girl and she actually fancies you.
Well, give me a chance. I've only been there once. I was there for 2 hours yesterday.
You were at a gym for 2 hours and you're still alive?
2 hours is nothing. Those facial scrubs can't be rushed. And the full body exfoliation, well, that's a labour of love.
Beginning to wish I'd never given you this book. And talking of books, what am I supposed to do about Cecil Beaton?
Steal the photo. You've got like 40 years till it's published, and leave my book alone. I've still got 38 chapters to do. I'm not just relying on the gym. It says in here I should go on a singles holiday, meet individuals with similar tastes and interests.
And what does that mean?
People who need a shag. I've got a brochure.
Pacific Passion. A great way to get your passport stamped. Oh, very classy.
Check out page 9.
Good God. They do this in public. How many people are there in that jacuzzi? It looks like the porno version of Where's Wally?
Everyone looks very friendly. Oh, it's an ace holiday. Trouble is, it's really expensive. Only I've got an idea. I can get it much cheaper on the teletext. One of those last-minute bargains.
Yeah, well, judging by what they're wearing, most of these people didn't have time to pack.
Where are you going?
Back to 1945. You're right.
About the teletext?
No, about the photo. I'm going to have to nick it, destroy it, before Yvonne gets to page 113. Otherwise, I'm just going to worry about it.
You worry too much. It's bad for your skin.
Together we're going a long, long way. In
Oh, wait, the neighbours.
Buttercup, I am the neighbours.
See? You're awake. Oh, what a bleeding night, eh?
It was a veritable triumph.
Yeah, it was good and all.
It seemed as if all of London society was there. Except, of course, the ones Reg didn't like the look of.
Yeah. Do you think Rex Harrison will ever forgive us?
I hope not.
It's a pity Gary had to go off. He loves a bit of a knees up.
Well, at least he'll have Cecil's photo to remember it by.
Yeah. Still, he's always going off and missing the best bits of our life. I hope he's not losing interest in me and Michael.
Phoebe, darling, as far as I can tell, he's sane and sighted. Therefore, he can't do anything else but adore you.
You're very kind. You still think I'm attractive, then?
Indisputably.
Do you fancy me?
Well, I think you have some very nice shoes.
Yeah, I do, don't I? You get it.
Hello, Phoebe Sparrow, the Cockney Sunbird's residence. Oh. Yes, I'll inform her at once. Thank you.
No, what is it?
Gary, he's been arrested.
You think you're so clever, don't you?
I'm sorry.
With all the spivving and the vice, the network of vicious murdering thugs.
I think you may have got me mixed up with somebody else, possibly a criminal.
You are a criminal, toe rag. Caught red-handed in Cecil Beaton's studio. What kind of a man breaks into a dark room in the middle of the night?
The kind who wishes he'd bought a torch.
Why were you burning those negatives then, eh? Answer me that.
Well, it's a long story, but basically Cecil Beaton took a photograph of me, and frankly, it's worse than the one in my passport.
You're a homicidal maniac, aren't you? Well, you don't scare me. Drop it. Now, don't try that again, or I may have to get tough. And stop moving about!
I'm not, you're shaking.
That is a vicious lie. Now, won't you just stay there, quietly, while I phone the Sarge. And keep your nose clean.
It's going to be pretty difficult if it starts to itch.
Gary, so it's true. I had to see for myself. You're a black market racketeer.
No, I'm not. Reg, I had very good reasons for what I did.
Hello, Reg.
Cotterill.
I thought they threw you off the force.
I left to pursue other avenues of interest.
Well, they haven't taken you very far. Keep an eye on this villain while I get the flashbulb for the camera.
Doesn't like you, does he?
There's a bit of history between us, as you might say. Police matters, you know.
Really? Sort of personality clash, was it? Different working methods generated friction, pushed you both past boiling point.
Ooh, it's eerie, that is. It's as if you were there.
I like to think of myself as a student of human nature, Reg. So, what was it that led to the final breakdown in civility between you? Murder? Bank robbery?
Lunch. I asked him for cheese and pickle, and he got me pilchards.
OK, Reg, bring the prisoner over here. Chop, chop.
Say please.
Please.
Do you mind stepping this way, Gary, please?
If you're hungry, Reg, I got half a pilchard sandwich here. Obviously, I'm no Cecil Beaton.
Well, thank Christ for that. No, you see, you've got to put the flashbulb first.
Keep him away from me. He's violent.
No, he's not.
Oh, isn't he? Fine. Then you won't mind if I take the appropriate steps to restrain him.
Oh, come on.
Look, there's no need to cuff him, Cotterill. Look, this is pretty poor police work, I have to say. Oi!
Don't worry, Reg. He isn't violent. Now, let's try this again.
What do you say we overpower him and go on the run together? At first, we'd argue all the time, but ultimately we'd develop a huge respect for each other's points of view.
Will I still be able to listen to Tommy Handley on the wireless?
Never mind. Well, I can't say this is how I wanted to spend the night, but could have been a lot worse.
Don't worry, dear heart. I know the Commissioner.
Right.
Half the price, Gary. This singles holiday is half the price of the ones in the brochure. And it's in Spain. And they guarantee that the women outnumber the men. They guarantee it.
I just hope you've taken precautions, Ron.
Of course I have. Hombre solaire, some factor 20.
Postcard, if you can summon up the energy.
Hello, love. Ron Wheatcroft. 21 and gagging for it.
Mr. Wheatcroft, are you sure?
Well, that's what it says on my birth certificate, gorgeous.
Well, welcome aboard. You better go and take your seat.
Cheers, mate. See ya.
He is house-trained, I can assure you.
Oh, it's not that. I just wondered why he wanted to come on a swinging 60s singles holiday.
Swinging 60s. You mean this is a holiday for...
Swingers over 60.
Did Ron get off all right?
Oh, yes. It'll be the only time he gets off in the next fortnight. Are you enjoying the book? Fascinating man, wasn't he? No coward.
Oh, I stopped reading it. I only got to page 112.
You stopped reading on page 100? Why?
Oh, it's Hamby Truman. They've decided there's more publicity in the performing arts, so they've converted the award to a theatre prize.
You look nice.
Oh, thank you. I'm due at the Playhouse in 40 minutes to see one of his undiscovered plays, Gary and Phoebe. Sounds really boring. See ya.
Yeah.